Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Got a man, it's Mayo. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field and they'll have their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown will throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Mayo. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field with the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other...
He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. They get to him as he throws. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the single back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Dogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
That's tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. That's caught. It's Duggan. There he got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Landry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. He's going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down, but that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but they caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
The old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, toss to that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. How much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason bowls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Acker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The play-action fake. Here's a heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Landry. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last? Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm
thing.
in the lead. Everything's going right.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and a challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A 1st down for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Duggan.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adapting. Finds a little space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Brown wants to pass. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Canes! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
38, Georgia, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff to the lone back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On target over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The official says no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Hurricanes have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. They stop him just a leak or 2 short of the 1st. And man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and that...
There he goes! Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
41, Georgia, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Brown wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Mayo. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Punch it out of the air. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field.
Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Flips it out to the back.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Working that left side now. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Brown wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Dogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll go to the toss. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I've got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
Lost a throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Right back to the well. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Georgia, 30.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Looking deep. Makes a catch down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Off the RPO, complete. On the move at the 30. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Hands it off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Hurricanes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
So listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Hawaii ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Lots of running room. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bulldog! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They'll line up for 2.
And it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy-toes.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.